Hello, welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today's video is actually just about trying to navigate your way into university. I was the same. Like, I did not know what I wanted to study. I was just applying. UKZA, UCT, whoa, UP, Vince. But guys, I literally applied to everywhere except the Northwest because I was like, I saw it cannot be in the Northwest for 12 years and let's stay there for 12 years. But anyway, that's a story for another day. But the one thing that I really picked up was that I was constantly being told like what to study, and I think that irritated me a bit. But then also, your parents, black parents, African parents, they'll tell you be an engineer, be a lawyer, be a doctor, finish. Like that's like the only career options that you actually get. But that's the only career options that they actually give you. But it is a story for another day. But anyway, so in today's video, I'm just going to talk about, maybe you're watching this video and you are in grade 10, or you are in grade 11 or 12, or even in grade 9 or whatever. Really, when you get to grade 10 or 10th grade, right, that's when you start thinking about, oh my god, I am leaving high school soon and I don't know what to study. And it's so stressful, and I had a lot of anxiety. I struggled with a lot of anxiety. I didn't even know what anxiety was to start to begin with. It is actually quite difficult for me to try and process that kind of emotion, because when everyone else is looking, you can be engineer, you can be, it was too much and it was so overwhelming. And it also, now that I'm older, I actually get a better sense of all of the panic attacks that I used to have, sometimes when you're writing exams, and it also transcended into university as well. But then I'll talk about that in my other video where I talk about learning to navigate your university life and trying to figure things out and having fun, all of that. But yeah, that's fine. So when you're in high school, a lot of people are telling you what to do because you don't know what to do. So here are a few options that I'm actually going to talk about that can actually help you. Right? So the first option is for you to be able to, there's Google now, like you can go on the internet, use your data wisely. Just check all of the career paths that are available out there. It's not just engineering, it's not just this. The main thing that you need to understand is that education is a tool, okay? And knowledge is power only when you know when and how to apply it. And I think that's one thing that I did not know. I just thought I'm just gonna go to school and I'm gonna get a job and that's it. And that's not how life works, okay? So I'm talking to you, all of the high school students, for you to just be able to understand that education is a tool. So let's say you have this big goal, right? Whatever your goal is in life, whether you want to be a teacher, whether you want to be an engineer, whether you want to be whatever it is that you want to be, you need to have a goal in mind. You need to start strategizing before you enter those doors at university, because university is a completely different thing here. All right, so one thing that you can do for yourself is just to sit down and say, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses. This is the bigger picture. Have a vision board if you want it. You can go on, and just have a vision board for your life and just say, okay, I have to finish university. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that. And in order for me, you need to figure out all of the steps that you need to take in order for you to reach that goal. I think goal setting is such an important thing that actually it should be taught in school, in high school as well, but it's actually not being taught in high school. So I think the most important thing for you to realize is that you just need to set some steps and standards and just say, okay, this is what I want to achieve in my life, and this particular course that I will be doing or studying in university will be able to help me to navigate and be this. Because that's the reason why you go to university. You go to university to be able to, all of the people that you meet, they're your friends, but they also are your colleagues as well, all right? So you need to just be able to understand, okay, with this maybe business science degree, I will be able to do this and that. or with this BA degree, I'll be able to be a business administrator, and within business administration, these are the different components that I can do, right? And these are the different fields that I can go to, because when you work in business, you can actually work anywhere. That's something that people don't tell you, right? When you work as an engineer, there's certain companies that require engineers. You can literally work in mines, you can work in banks, you can work in tech as well. When you have an IT degree, there's so many different job opportunities that you can do. I'll do another video where I thoroughly explain, ways in which you can maybe navigate and go into as well. Things that I also didn't know myself, and I wish somebody had told me, because everyone was just like, yeah, be an engineer, be an engineer, be an engineer. And when I started studying, I was so overwhelmed. I even felt like I should have just had a gap year and just studied, but no ways, not in my mama's house. Okay, so it was never going to happen. But I think that's the most important thing. Set your goals, just make a list, even if it's like, don't be shy. It's okay even if you have like 3 careers or that you might be interested in, 10 or 20, doesn't matter. As people, we go through different stages in our life. The person that I was as a teenager is not the same person that I was when I was in my early 20s, and it's definitely not the person that I am right now. Okay, so you need to understand that you should allow yourself to grow, and you should allow yourself, everyone in this world and in this life you can change your mind. Like, you can literally change your mind. That's something that I thought as not something I was like, But I'm the kind of person that when I make a decision to execute something, or if I can be bullheaded sometimes. Like, what I want is what I get, and I'll work hard to get it, right? Then learn to be able to pivot, and learn to be able. That's why they give you 3 choices in university. They're like, choose 1, 2, and 3. Okay, engineering, whatever it is that you want to study. And you need to, when they accept you with whatever option that you accept, you need to sit down and think, should I do this? Should I go to this university? All right, so number 1 is goal setting. Number 1 is actually making a strengths and weakness list. And number 2 is goal setting, and just sit down and just have your goals. Number 3, having a vision board. Now the 4th one that I'm going to mention, I know a lot of people don't mention, but it is very important that you pick the right university for you. So the reputation of the university matters quite a lot. When you go up the corporate ladder, you start to realize that people are a bit fuzzy about BSc, BEng, and BTech, or a national diploma, or a master's degree, and all that. But just remember that what you study is a tool to help you navigate through life, and to help you get better opportunities. So allow yourself to pivot, allow yourself to learn, allow yourself to grow. Okay. As I mentioned, I will be doing another video, a completely different video, where I talk about, the different careers that you can go into. But I think the most important thing is for you to do your research, be able to understand. It's not just about you getting into a university. It's also about the reputation of the university. It's also about the fees. What if you lose your bursary? Would you be able to pay the tuition yourself? Like, there's so many different things that you need to think about, right? And the career that you choose, you need to think about the lifespan of that career. And what I mean by lifespan is, will this job still be relevant within 5 to 10 years from now? I know a lot of people are jumping into tech, but tech has so many different opportunities. Like, it blows my mind just to think about it. I had a friend in high school that used to convinced me to study IT, and I didn't. And kind of regret it a little bit, but I am happy with being an engineer. I am quite happy with all of the different opportunities that are out there. It's mind-blowing. Like, every year I learn of different opportunities that are out there. It's insane. But the reason for this video is just for me to give you clarity on where to start, because sometimes you don't know where to start, right? Like, you're just like, oh my god, I don't even know how to decide. And then there's career day, then they take you to university, and then you are straight, I had so much anxiety. I was always overwhelmed. Like, And the thing is, when you're a teenager, you don't even know how to process some of your feelings. So you just, yeah, like I was, I later on realized that, I'm actually struggling with anxiety. I'm having panic attacks. I'm having anxiety attacks, and I didn't even know that I was going through that. But this is just for everyone that's a little bit anxious and don't know what to do with their lives. But there are so many different opportunities out there, career options and all of that. But try to talk to as many people as you can. DM me if you want to. Like, I don't mind. Like, if you have a question about maybe engineering or whatever, or maybe something that you're unsure about in terms of careers. I have many friends from different careers that have different careers: lawyers, engineers, QSs, and tech, and some of them are abroad, and I constantly learn new things from them as well. And try to be very conscious of your circle as well, and just try to figure out, if you're with your friends and you guys don't talk about, your stresses, and I don't know which university I'm going to, or whatever. Maybe get new friends. Okay, but just try and DM. I wish I had somebody that I could just DM and just ask a question, just to say hey. I love the way that technology has actually helped us quite a lot in terms of being able to reach out to certain people. But if you do have questions, if you are unsure, if you're not sure, if you are 100% unsure, like take a gap year and use that gap year to your own advantage. Explore social media, go to different companies, ask to shadow, ask for volunteering work. That's something I wish I had done. That's something I wish was actually an option for me as well. So do that. There are so many young people that have small companies and are more than happy to help you navigate or try to give you advice. And just know that everyone that is currently doing their own job or whatever, everything is great. Oh my God, I enjoy my job, but just have discernment to a certain extent. But that's for me the most important things that I thought about. And I hope that this video was useful to you. Please share this with your teenagers. Please share this with your siblings as well. If you have younger siblings, I have a nephew. He's a teenager, and I know that I had a conversation earlier this year. I was asking what does he want to do? I know he's a little bit confused, but that's okay. It's really perfectly fine for you to be confused, but there are different options out there for you. If you want to go into marketing, there are different companies that you can actually volunteer for or to work for. And all I can say is that breathe. I wish, and I'm saying this a lot, but I wish somebody had just told me breathe and follow your heart. Just make sure that the education you get is not something that you're just going to put on the wall tomorrow. Just make sure that the degree that you get is more versatile, and that you're able to navigate rules, and that you're able to navigate yourself and navigate your career path. A lot of us, and I was very shocked to find out that even in 2020, we still have people that are first graduates in their families, and it's quite heartbreaking. But I just wanted to start this series to be able to help somebody out there that will be able to just try and navigate themselves and know where to start. Okay. So I hope my video was helpful. I hope my video was of value to you. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends, alright, with your nephews, with your cousins, everybody, because I know for a fact that there's one child sitting out there and it's just he or she is just oof, I don't know what to do, and I don't know where to start, and I don't know what to look out for. So make sure that whatever you study, it's worth it. You wake up in the morning what can I do? What can I do? Maybe there's something I can do. This is what I'm currently good at. And make sure that your marks are good so that you can get yourself into a really good university. South Africa has one of the, like, it has a lot of, you know, really great universities. And don't be afraid to apply abroad. Like, you can apply to study in Ireland, you can apply to study in Australia, in Canada, yes, in other countries, and believe that you can actually do that. There's just a few paperwork that you'll have to do, but you definitely can apply. Use your data wisely. Thank you so much, lovely, for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. My hair looks a little crazy, but yeah, I really wanted to talk about this. Stay tuned for more episodes to this series. Alright, bye bye darling. Take care of yourself.